Hello everyone, this is Arvind Serene. I run a mobile app development software company and I'm very passionate about traveling, investing, startups, and getting to know people. I live in Dallas, and in this video I'm vlogging about my Memphis, Tennessee trip. I love to travel all over the world, but now in the pandemic I'm going just close by, a few hours away from Dallas to Memphis, Tennessee. Let's explore. I'm backpacking, by the way, so I'm here with all of my stuff. Memphis is a nice place. It's the music capital. Dallas to Memphis is about 6.5 hours. We're staying safe in the pandemic. About 3.5 hours into my trip. We're gonna just take a stretching break here and just carry on. And I'll be there in downtown Memphis very shortly. I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee. You can see behind me, this is one of the oldest recording studios, Sun Studio, where Elvis Presley was here recording his first song when he was 18 years old. So you can see that there is that famous guitar. This is one of the most popular recording studios in the entire country. This is where when Elvis Presley was 18 years old, he recorded his first song. This was started way back when in 1950. Really historic place right here. You can see there are a lot of different photos, and we're gonna look at the famous guitar over there. This is the guitar that's outside. So this studio, in the daytime, it's a museum, and then in the evening, you can really come here and record your songs as well. Sun Studio. Beautiful and historic. A lot of stickers that are here on the pillar. Here it says Memphis Recording Service, Sun Records, National Historic Landmark. Sam Phillips is the one who actually started this studio. Memphis Recording Service. This is an actual door where you can go in and actually book a time in the recording studio as well. So I'm inside. Of course, masks are required. This is like the little entrance area where you can see some really beautiful memorabilia. So they take your temperature actually when you come in. You can see some nice merchandise that can be bought, these glasses and t-shirts. Buy 3 t-shirts and the 4th one free. Some nice pictures. Looks like from back in the day. 1950s, 60s. That's the time period. A nice place, Sun Studio. We're not gonna go do the tour. The tour is usually like $15. It's nice, but it starts at 12 o'clock, and I gotta go somewhere. So we have a nice bar, looks like, as well. So I'm again here at the sunset time in Memphis, Tennessee. You can see the famous Mississippi River and that bridge, and you see there's an M on that bridge behind me. It's a really, really amazing river, and the significance of this river is that it has a lot of freight going all the way to the ocean. This is actually one of the largest rivers here, and this is one of the reasons why a big giant like FedEx chose Memphis as the headquarters right here. Really amazing. This place is called Mud Island, and it's not really an island. This is covered with water on 3 sides, and the bridge behind me actually divides Arkansas and Tennessee. So really cool. Lots of beautiful houses here that are right by the river. You can see a lot of youngsters like to live here and have fun. Just enjoy the views, especially in the evening time. It's really beautiful, and the weather is really nice as well. So I'm at Shelby Farms. This Shelby Farms is a really beautiful place. It's in Shelby County, and this was a public-private partnership. You can see behind me, this is a structure here. There is a lake here, and there are a lot of activities that happen here, like horse riding and biking and kayaking. If you see over there, it's a place where you can come in, just be with the water. That's why this place is a little bit cooler as well here. And it's really huge. It's one of the top 20 largest parks that exist in the United States. So in Memphis, Tennessee, they have a lot of events here. Indian festival that happens here as well. The temperature is 93, it doesn't feel like it, maybe because of the water. Yeah, nice and beautiful. Just people are running around, walking trails. I'm here at a beautiful nature reserve in Memphis, Tennessee. This is a place in Germantown, which is a very nice area here in Memphis. So this place is called Wolf River Nature Area. There are a lot of trails and trees here, but unfortunately, when I got here today, it's closed. There are only a couple of cars that are remaining here, but really nice weather. It was a hot day, but really nice weather. There's a picnic area here. I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit because the trail is closed, and then head back. Early in the morning, it's about 6:40 a.m. I'm here at the Hall Park Trail, and this is a good trail. It's a nice little lake out here, really beautiful. You can see the sun kind of coming out of the clouds. There are a few dark clouds here as well. Nice trail. I'm gonna go take a couple of rounds of this lake. It's a really amazing day here because it's been raining. It's a little bit of respite from hot weather that we've been seeing here. So I'm sitting here at the porch in a beautiful neighborhood called Collierville. I just took a shower as well. 2 more days to go and then back to Dallas. Pyramid looking structure like the Giza, but it's not the Giza, it's not Luxor in Vegas, it is in Memphis, Tennessee. Building that has a little bit of history. This used to be a stadium that FedEx owned it. They built this new FedEx stadium, the Bass Pro Shops bought it. This is a Bass Pro Shop, which is the outdoor world. It sells guns and fishing equipment and boats and all this other type of stuff. Really important monument. When you're coming to Memphis from Dallas, you can see this huge pyramid. The sheer size is pretty big. It's right by the Mississippi River. So today it's closed because of the pandemic. Hey guys, so this is Arvind here at the National Civil Rights Museum. This is the entrance of the museum. It's a nice 1.5 to 2 hour that you're gonna need. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of information. If you start to read everything, then it might take a little longer as well. So I want to show you behind me that room 306. That was the actual room where Martin Luther King was on the day when he was shot at 6:01. And the shots actually came all the way from over there. If you see that building right over there, you'll be able to see that that's where the shots came from the bathroom of that window. And that was like a straight shot, and boom, at 6:01 p.m. So this was one of the hotels that was used for all of the black community. If they wanted to stay overnight, then that's this kind of hotel. That's where they had to come and try to get a room. So a lot of other people had stayed here as well. And now obviously it's converted to a museum. Martin King Luther was staying. He went up those stairs, and that's when he came out, and then he was shot. Now this behind me here is room 306. That was the actual room where Martin Luther King was. That is the exact spot where he was shot, and we can see it here. This room is again preserved from back in the day. it had, there was a lot of segregation that used to happen because there were specific hotels that were there for the colored community. And this is the exact same phone that you see all the way over there that was used to call immediately when he was shot in this outside of this room when he came back to get some of the stuff. See that there's his ashtray and this actual lamp, some coffee, the TV, that's pretty old too, table salt, some of the food that he ate, and the bathroom and some other things, exactly how the room was found. Takes you back in time. These are replicas, these are not the actual cars, but these were right here just to give it that exact feel. The sign, that's from back in the day for the Lorraine Motel. So you can see the sign and it says, I have a dream, MLK. Pretty important historic site, especially because of all what's been happening, because of George Floyd. It's very important that a lot of people understand the history of civil rights and understand how over 400 years it's been such a bad job that we have done in recognizing the atrocities that were committed on the colored community, especially the black people, where they were brought from West Africa and then forced into labor, and then slowly since the 1850s or so there were rights that were given to them. It didn't happen overnight. It's taken us 150 years since then to really have certain rights that are very, very important. I'm here at the museum, the Civil Rights Museum. This was used back in the day, as a regular bus, of course. I'm getting in there, and it's been preserved for a very long time. Basically,
please move to the back of the bus.
This is how the driver used to say.
I need that seat now. Please move back.
Let's see.
If you can sit there in other buses, suppose you get off and into one of them. If you don't move out of that seat, I'll have you arrested. Get up from there.
In 1955, if you had not moved by this point, you would be arrested.
So as it says, if you did not move to the back of the bus, you would be arrested. So pretty bad situation for the black community, obviously. So this is in a jail where Martin King Luther was kept. His speech is going on, and you can see some of these pictures. That's Martin King Luther. And you can see a lot of these letters, different documents for human rights, newspaper cuttings, and actual TV from back in the day, the struggle that the African American people went through. I have a dream speech. Recording is going on. Lots of people came here in this speech. The whole world watched this. So this is people protesting that I'm a man, because they were paid very minimal amount. So they weren't paid very much. So in about 1968, there were a lot of strikes that were happening by the sanitary workers. The garbage truck, was there, and it killed a lot of people. This is the actual garbage truck that used to come in. There's a movie that's being shown here. It's been preserved from back in the day. So on average, a sanitation worker would really only get paid for about 90 hours of work, about $137.13 after taxes. They had no sick days. They did not get paid for any extra hours. They had no breaks, and they were working in some life-threatening conditions. So pretty bad, and this is the area that depicts the plight of their condition. And you can see there were a lot of riots that happened and a lot of strikes that happened, but still there is maybe another few decades to go so that they can have the equality and they can have all of the privileges that white people have and the other communities have. Really gave me an opportunity to get in touch with the history and see what are some of the events that happened over the last several hundred years. So thank you there. I will see you guys later.